All right. Hello again. My name is Nicole Ost. This is Flow and Go Virtual. We are going to get started in supported fish today. So to do that, you're going to want a block or a pillow if you don't have a block at home. And we're going to come down to our backs. So just making your way on down like you would for Shavasana. We're going to take our block or our pillow, however, and put it underneath our shoulder blades. So underneath your scapulas in that little pointy area. You might have to adjust it a little bit. You want it to be comfortable. Obviously, don't be uncomfortable, but we're just lifting our chest up and giving our shoulders the option to drop down to the earth. So it might take a few seconds or a minute for you to find what's comfortable for that. Feel free to wiggle about and get what's comfortable. So the main goal here is just a little bit of elevation for the heart area, the chest, and the option for your shoulders to gently roll back towards the earth. Once you find that, in whichever way it's comfortable for you, the legs are stretched out long and the arms are just down to your sides. Once you're there, go ahead and, if it's comfortable, close your eyes. Or if you don't want to do that this morning, just try to soften your gaze. Start to notice your breath. Notice the rise and the fall of your chest. Notice the inhales and the exhales, where they go within your body. Perhaps they're kind of shallow in this position. That's okay. After your next exhale, start to take control of your breath. So take a deep inhale in, fill the lungs, fill the belly, and a full exhale out, let it go. A deep inhale in, filling up, and a full exhale out, let it go. Keep that going at your pace, layering in Ujjayi breath if that is in your practice. So that slight constriction in the back of the throat that makes the Darth Vader sound or crashing waves sound. If at any point your supported fish gets uncomfortable, you're more than welcome to move the prop out from underneath you and just come all the way down onto your back. We're talking about Hridaya this week, which just translates to true heart. That which gives and takes in a perfect even balance. So if you think about the human heart, the pumping of the blood in your body, that heart, there is a give and a take with the circulation of the blood in the body, a give and a take in the rhythm, in the feeling that perhaps you can feel. And the neat thing about that, something that maybe we don't think of often, is that balance does not necessarily have to mean equal. So with whatever you've got going on right now, whatever's happening in the world, wherever you're at, the balance that you're looking for doesn't have to be exactly one-to-one. Maybe you need to rest more. Maybe you need to give more. Play with that idea in your practice. When we're doing balancing poses, notice if you have to shift your weight to find that balance. If you haven't already removed the prop from underneath you, go ahead and do that now. Just gently coming up onto a shoulder to remove it, or an elbow, and coming back down to your back. On your next inhale, lift the arms up overhead, extend the toes out long, take a full body stretch. And as you exhale, bring the knees into the chest and give yourself a hug. You can rock a little bit from side to side here. And then we're gonna start to rock up and back on our spine just to wake it up. So maybe gently at first, rolling up and back. Doing 3 or 4 or as many as you need to roll over your sit bones. Rolling over your knees, we're gonna find child's pose. So eventually making your way to knees spread wide, hips going back towards the heels, and the arms stretched out long in front of you, dropping the forehead down to the earth, dropping the belly between the legs. Again, keeping that Ujjayi breath or that consistent inhale and exhale. Knowing if at any point in your practice today, you need to come back to this pose, back to this space, that is perfectly all right. That is your balance. Knowing where you need to give and knowing where you need to take. Another 2 rounds of breath here, gently coming into your body, maybe drawing your attention to your toes and then up to your nose. On your next inhale, we're gently going to start to push into our hands. Lift yourself up. Tuck your toes. We're going to inhale, lift our hips up and back for downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Gently pedaling the heels or the knees. Maybe bending the knees deeply and lifting the tailbone high to extend your spine. Taking a few breaths to eventually make our way into stillness. This might be your first downward dog of the day, the week, the month. That's okay. Let it be whatever it is right now. On your next inhale, the gaze will gently come up to the thumbs. As you exhale, take little baby steps all the way up to the top of your mat, coming into a forward fold. Generous bend in your knees for this first one. And the goal here for you today is more the head towards the earth than having straight legs. So trying to keep this spine long, maybe engaging the core a little bit to see if that helps. You can sway a little from side to side, maybe grab opposite elbows, you can noodle the arms, whatever feels best currently. Releasing the opposite arms if you have them. Your next inhale, gently pushing into your heels, slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. The head and the arms can be heavy, just kind of hanging there. Eventually the head will rise, the shoulders can come up by the ears and drop down the back, finding Tadasana, mountain pose. So palms facing forward, shoulder blades gently, very gently pulling towards each other, thinking about a string pulling the crown of your head up to the sky. We're going to take an inhale, sweep the hands up overhead, interlace the fingers, index fingers will point up. Take another big inhale. And as you exhale, gently start to tip to the right. So fingers are pointing towards the right, making a little banana. Notice the weight in your feet. Make sure it's equal in that left and right foot, getting long through the left side body. Next inhale, gently brings the fingers back up to neutral. As you exhale, just tipping over to the left. Same thing here, noticing equal weight in the feet. Lengthening in that right side. We're gonna inhale, come back up through center. As you exhale, release the hands, start to cactus the arms and find maybe a little bit of a back bend here. So start to push your hips forward and maybe you gently look up. Big inhale. As you exhale, starting to stand up straight, bring the hands behind the back and interlace the fingers. Gently pulling the shoulder blades together, widen your stance about hip width distance apart. Take an inhale, start to look up. As you exhale, slight bend in your knees, forward fold, keeping the bind with your fingers. That lifts up over your head. If that's too much for your shoulders, you can grab perhaps your pillow or your block and have a hold of your prop behind you so it's a little bit less tight of a bind. Again, thinking about dropping that head towards the earth more than finding straight legs here. Another big inhale. As you exhale, gently release the hands to the earth. We're gonna just heel toe that right foot in the middle of your mat. Step the left foot back really far. And we're gonna drop the left knee, untuck the left toes. Inhale, hands come up, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Big breath in. Think about reaching up towards the sky. That string is pulling the crown of your head up. Full breath out, thinking about your hips pulling towards each other, paralleling with the front of your mat. Another big inhale. As you exhale, framing that right foot, we're going to inhale, start to walk the hands back, shift the weight back towards the left heel, pop the right toes up towards the sky, half Hanuman, half splits. So we're energetically pulling that right femur back into the right hip, getting a stretch in the back of the right leg. Inhaling, walking the hands forward, framing that right foot. We're gonna bring the right hand to the inside of the foot, kick the left foot behind you and start to turn towards the left. So we're setting up for like a half child's pose with a long right leg. So your right leg is extended out. Step your right hand just a little bit in front of like where your shoulder would be. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, you're gonna take your left hand under your body, reaching for your right foot, and come all the way down to the left shoulder and left ear. So this is a fun threaded needle child's pose variation. Thinking about reaching towards that right foot. If you're feeling any pain in the right knee, just a slight micro bend should help. Another round of breath here. Next inhale, push into that right hand, lift yourself up. And then again, we're gonna keep turning to the left. Plant your hands at the back of your mat, under your shoulders, adjust your torso so that you're in a half push-up looking thing. You're on the ball of the right foot. You're gonna inhale, push into your hands, lift that left leg up and back. As you exhale, it comes under the body and makes its way in between the hands. Drop the right knee, untuck the right toes. And then inhale, the hands come up, Anjaneyasana on the left side. Big breath in, full breath out. If that was a little wonky for you getting back here, that's all right. Once you find Anjaneyasana or your low lunge, try to come back into the pose, find that breath. Another big inhale, reach up. As you exhale, frame the left foot. Inhale, start to shift the weight back. Walk the hands back, hips towards the right heel, pop the left toes up, half Hanuman. So straight spine, folding over that left leg, energetically pulling the left hip back, right hip forward. Deep breath in, and a full breath out. We're gonna inhale, walk the hands forward, frame the left foot. Left hand comes to the inside of the left foot and start to turn towards the right. Extending that left leg out long. Left hand just a little bit above where shoulder height would be. Right hand's gonna go under the body, taking the little twist here, coming down to the right shoulder, right ear, reaching for that left leg. Big breath in. And as you exhale, maybe bring your left elbow up to the sky a little more. See if you can twist just a little more. Good. Planting the left hand, inhale, lift yourself up. Again, walking towards the front of your mat now, turning the body to frame the front of the mat, pressing into the hands, into the ball of the left foot. We're gonna inhale, lift the right foot up and back, three-leg dog. On your exhale, that right foot steps between the hands. This time, square your hips. You can drop the left knee if you need. Otherwise, on your inhale, lift the hands up, crescent lunge. Big breath in, full breath out. Going a little bit faster as we warm up. Another inhale. As you exhale, left hand comes down to the inside of the right foot, right hand goes up. Take a little twist. Another inhale. As you exhale, that right hand's coming to the inside of the right foot. Push your right knee into your right shoulder and then start to shift towards the left, coming into Skandasana. The left toes are gonna pop up towards the sky. Hips are dropping towards that right heel. Beautiful, good. As you inhale, gently lift yourself up enough so you can shift towards the back of your mat, turning to the left, framing that left foot. Square your hips, same option to drop the right knee. Otherwise, inhale, everything comes up, crescent lunge. The inhale lifts you up. The exhale stabilizes you. Another big inhale. As you exhale, right hand comes down to the inside of the foot, left hand goes up, take the twist. Full breath in, and a full breath out. One more inhale. As you exhale, left hand to the inside of the left foot, little push into that knee and shoulder, and then start to turn towards the right, Skandasana on the left side. So those right toes pop up to the sky, hips are down towards the left heel. Good. Next, inhale, gently shifting your weight up and just shifting towards the front of your mat, turning towards the right. This time we're gonna push into our hands, and on an inhale, step your right foot back to meet your left, plank. Beautiful, good. Big breath in. As you exhale, come all the way down. Untuck the toes, hips are under the shoulders. On an inhale, baby cobra, pull the shoulders and the elbows together, lift the chest. Exhale, come back down. Two more, inhaling, baby cobra. Everything's pulling together, shoulders, elbows. Exhaling back down. Last one, maybe you don't use your hands on this one. Maybe it's just your back muscles. Inhaling, lifting the chest. Exhaling, coming back down. Good. Tuck the toes, lift the belly button up to the spine, and on an inhale, either push up through plank or tabletop. As you exhale, find your downward facing dog. So we're gonna do that all again one more time. Inhale, right leg comes up and back. Exhale, it comes under the body, the foot plants between the hands. Square the hips. On your inhale, hands come up, crescent lunge. Exhale to stay. One more big inhale. Exhale, left hand goes down, right hand up, take the twist. One more big inhale in. As you exhale, right hand to the inside of the right foot, start to shift your weight, dropping the weight down towards the right heel. Left toes come up, Skandasana. If you want to open it up here, you can plant the right hand. Left hand can come up to the sky. Maybe it's still too early in your practice for that, that's okay. If your hand is up, on your exhale, bringing it back down. Inhaling, lifting up just enough to shift towards the back of the mat. Framing your left foot, square those hips. On your next inhale, hands come up, crescent lunge. Good. One more big inhale, reach up. Exhale, right hand comes down, left hand stays up, take the twist. Big breath in. As you exhale, left hand comes down to the inside of the left foot, turning towards the right for Skandasana on the left side, dropping the hips down towards the left, right toes go up. Maybe again, opening up, left hand plants, the right hand will come up to the sky. Totally up to you. One more inhale. As you exhale, that right hand coming down if it was lifted, inhaling to shift towards the front of your mat, turning towards the right, press into your hands, try to lift that right foot up and step it back to meet the left, plank pose. Big breath in, full breath out. Go ahead and inhale in. As you exhale, come all the way down. Option to do baby cobra again, or if you want to scoot your hands back closer to your rib cage, down a little bit further, you can work towards full cobra. On an inhale, pulling shoulder blades and elbows together, lifting up. Exhaling, coming all the way down. Two more, your choice. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, coming back down. Last one. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, all the way back down. Go ahead and bring the hands back under the shoulders if they're not there. Tuck the toes. Engage the core. Lift that belly button. Inhale. Push up through plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhaling, gaze comes up to the hands. Exhaling, big step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhaling, hands to shins, halfway lift, flat back. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling, reverse swan dive all the way up. Look up, reach up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Inhaling, reach the hands up. Exhaling, slight bend in the knees, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Plant the hands. Inhale, step back to your plank. Exhale to stay. Another big inhale. Exhale, go through chaturanga or drop your knees. Come all the way down. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra, maybe full cobra. Exhaling, tuck the toes. Lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Excuse me. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhaling, the gaze comes up to the thumbs. Exhaling, big step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Look up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more, sun A. Inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, step back, high plank. Exhale, stay. Big inhale in. Exhale, chaturanga or all the way down. Inhaling, baby cobra or up dog. Exhaling, rolling over the toes, hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, gaze comes up to the thumbs. As you exhale, big step or hop to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, reverse swan dive all the way up. Look up, reach up. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Coming into Tadasana. Take a moment, maybe you step your hips or your feet hip width distance apart. Dropping the shoulders down your back, palms face forward. We'll begin our flow. We'll go through it a couple of times, taking any modifications as you need, giving and taking what you need. Find your balance. Next, inhale, big inhale in, gaze goes up, hands go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling in, halfway lift, flat back. Exhaling to fold. Go ahead and inhale, step that left foot back really far. Drop the left heel down and back and square your feet for warrior two. So you want the arch of the right foot in line with the heel of the right foot in line with the arch of the left. If you haven't already, on your inhale, hands come up, windmill up. Good, warrior two. Beautiful. Okay, looking down at that right foot, make sure you can see your right big toe. Then look back at your left hand. Make sure it's not doing weird stuff out in space. It's level with your shoulder. Pulling the legs towards each other. Use that to lift up out of your torso. Good. We're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, flip your palms up to the sky and then start to bend your elbows like a little W. Pull the shoulder blades together. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, little W. My friends call this the pancake when we're dancing. Inhale, lengthen the arms. Exhale, little W. That's kind of fun to think about. So one more. Inhale, pancake, arms go out. Exhale, little W. Inhale, lengthen the arms. As you exhale, straighten the right leg. Right hand goes up, left hand goes down, sky archer. Whew, nice. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhaling, bend in the right knee. That right arm is going to come down to the right leg. Left arm up and overhead, extended side angle. Beautiful, good. So you're lifting up out of the right side. This right arm isn't pushing you. Well, it is pushing, but it's not holding you. Big breath in, start to spin your chest towards the sky a little more. Full breath out. One more inhale. As you exhale, start to rotate towards the earth. You're gonna come up onto the ball of your left foot, and then the hands will come up for crescent lunge. If you need to balance yourself first, that's okay. Big breath in. Full breath out to stay. One more inhale in. As you exhale, start to tip forward at a 45-degree angle for Thunderbolt. Act like there's a beach ball in between your hands and it's a really windy day. You don't want that beach ball to go anywhere. Almost there. One more big inhale. As you exhale, left hand comes down to the earth, right hand goes up, take the twist. Whew. Big breath in, full breath out. One more inhale. As you exhale, that right hand's coming down, framing the right foot. So we're going to push into our hands. Inhale, lift that right foot up, and exhale, it goes back to plank. Big breath in, full breath out. One more inhale. As you exhale, come all the way down. Woo. Go ahead, untuck your toes, and bring your hands back by your sides. We're gonna do set up for locust. We'll be doing this a few times, so take it slow. You don't have to rush it right off the bat. On your next inhale, you're gently gonna lift your arms, lift your chest, pull the arms back. Exhale, come all the way down. Maybe a cheek to the mat if that helps. Two more. We're gonna inhale, lift the chest, lift the arms. Toes are pushing into the earth right now. Pelvis is pushing into the earth. Another big inhale. As you exhale, coming down to the mat, maybe opposite cheek. Last one. Inhaling, lifting the chest, lifting those arms back, pointing the toes, push the pelvis into the earth. And on your exhale, come back down. Beautiful, good. Hands come under the shoulders. We're gonna tuck the toes, pull the belly button up to the spine. On an inhale, push yourself up through plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in, full breath out. Inhaling, sweeping the right leg up and back. Exhaling, it comes under the body, plants in between the feet. Take a moment here to keep the fingertips down, but lengthen the spine. So a full runner's lunge here, getting long through the spine. Start to think about putting the weight in that right foot. We're gonna inhale, kick off of the left foot, lift it up to the sky, standing splits. So this first one, you can keep both hands down if that's your jam. If you're already ready to start playing with your balance, maybe you bring your right hand to your right ankle. Maybe you bring your left hand to your right ankle. Maybe you bring no hands or both hands. See where you're at so far. Notice having to shift your weight to find your balance. All right, inhale, really kick that left heel up to the sky. As you exhale, slight bend in the right knee. Try to stand all the way up without touching that left foot down. If you do, that's okay. The left foot is gonna come up to the inside of the shin or the inside of the quad, or maybe the toes are on the floor and it's on the inside of the ankle for tree. Once you find your balance, hands can come to heart center. Maybe they stay there. Maybe you start to lift them up to the sky. Big breath in, full breath out. Thinking about our balance, noticing maybe a weeble wobble, the give and take that your body just naturally does to keep you centered. We're going to extend the arms out at a T. Both start to come forward, right arm underneath the left. You can either give yourself a hug or find full eagle arms where you wrap the hands around each other. Start to pull the shoulders or pull the elbows away from the body and lift the elbows up. Big breath in, full breath out. You're almost there. Go ahead and undo the bind. Hands can come back up. We're gonna lift our left foot off of our right leg. Knee will come forward for pillar. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, step that left foot back, crescent lunge. Whew, long balance there, right? Big breath in. As you exhale, hands come behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, drop the hands down the left leg, look up. As you exhale, fold at the waist, humble crescent lunge. Big breath in, pulling the shoulder blades towards each other. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. On your next exhale, that left hand's coming down to the inside of the right foot, right hand goes up. So we're gonna make our way towards a side plank. Option to drop that left knee and step the right foot back, or you can keep the left knee lifted, looking down at the left hand. Maybe you step the right foot back to meet the left. Whichever one you choose, go ahead and make your way there and think about lifting your hips up, up, up. Big inhale. As you exhale, go ahead and set the hips down. And we're just gonna start to roll to our right, coming to our sit bones. You might have to adjust yourself back onto your mat. Planting the feet about a foot away from your sit bones. We're gonna set up for reverse tabletop. So hands behind you. The fingers can be facing your glutes, or if that's too much on your wrists, sometimes I like to turn my hands out to the sides. So try it with the fingers back first and just see how it feels. With the knees up to the sky, we're gonna inhale, push into our feet, push into our hands, lift the hips up, find that reverse tabletop. Really pushing into the feet, notice engagement in the glutes. The neck can stay parallel, or if it feels good, you can open the throat up. One more big inhale. As you exhale, slowly bring the hips back down to the earth. Big breath in. Full breath out. One more time. Inhaling, pushing into the feet, into the hands, lifting the hips, reverse tabletop. Exhaling to stay. You've got this. One more big inhale in. Exhale, setting the hips down. Good. Go ahead and wrap your arms around your knees. Take an inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale to stay here. All right, we're gonna roll over our knees or just our left hip, making our way to downward facing dog, facing the back of our mat. Hips go high, dropping the chest towards the thighs. Deep breath in, full breath out. All right, the other side. We're gonna inhale, left leg goes up and back. Exhale, it comes under the body, plants in between the hands. Drop that right heel down and back, setting up for warrior two. When you're ready, inhale, windmill the arms up, warrior two. Beautiful, nice. Checking your feet, making sure you can see that left big toe. Checking that right hand, make sure it's not out doing the pancake yet. We're not ready for that. Big breath in, go ahead and flip the palms up. Exhale, little W. Pull the shoulder blades together so you're starting to lift your heart. Inhale, lengthen the hands out. Exhale, little W. Inhale, pancake those hands out. Exhale, little W. Last round, inhale, pancake. Exhale, little W. Good. Inhale, long arms. Exhale, straighten the left leg. Left hand goes up, right hand goes down, sky archer. Big breath in, full breath out. One more inhale. As you exhale, bend the left knee, left arm goes down to the left leg, right arm up and overhead. Good. Extended side angle, twisting the heart up towards the sky. Full breath in, full breath out. All right, we're heading towards crescent lunge. So start to turn your torso towards the earth. If you need to use your hands for balance, you can. Coming onto the ball of the right foot, hands go up, crescent lunge. Big breath in, full breath out. You've got this. You have strong legs, strong arms, a strong heart. You've got this. Big breath in. As you exhale, tilting forward at a 45-degree angle, thinking about our beach ball, Thunderbolt. Inhaling in, exhaling out. Almost there. One more big inhale. As you exhale, right hand goes down, left hand goes up. Take the twist. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. As you exhale, frame the left foot. Push into your hands. Inhale, step that left foot back to meet the right. Exhale, plank. One more inhale. As you exhale, come all the way down. Setting up for locust, untuck the toes. Hands can go back by your sides. This time, if you'd like, you can interlace your hands behind your back. We're gonna inhale in, lift up. Maybe the feet come up as well. Maybe they don't. Push into your pelvis. Big breath in. Exhale, come all the way down. Feel free to drop a cheek to the side. One round of breath. Next inhale, come all the way up, lifting the chest, lifting the feet, pulling the hands off of the back. Looking forward, one more inhale. Exhale, come all the way down. One round of breath. All right, inhaling, finding locust, lifting up, lifting the chest, lifting the feet. One more inhale. As you exhale, come all the way down. Good job. Planting the hands under the shoulders, tucking the toes. On an inhale, lifting yourself through a push-up. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale, lift the left leg up and back. Exhale, it comes under the body. Plants between the hands. Take a second to lengthen your spine here. So coming up onto the fingertips, long spine. Start to put the weight in the left foot. We're gonna inhale, kick off of the right foot, standing splits. Full breath in, full breath out. Maybe you're playing with your balance by grabbing that ankle with one hand. Maybe you're not. Another big inhale, lift that right heel. As you exhale, slight bend in the left knee, stand all the way up. Finding tree on this side. Again, option to have the right foot on the inside of the left ankle, on the inside of the shin, or the inside of the thigh, whatever works for you. Once you're there, hands can come to heart center. Maybe they come up overhead. Deep breath in, full breath out. Noticing the give and take to find your balance. Inhaling, teen out the arms. Exhaling, the hands come forward. Right hand on top of left this time, either giving yourself a hug or the back of the arms come towards each other, or full eagle arms, wrapping the hands around. Lifting the elbows up and out. Full breath in, full breath out. Next, inhale, undoing the bind. Hands come back up. Taking the right foot off of the left leg, 90-degree bend in the right knee. Pillar pose on an inhale. As you exhale, step that right foot back all the way. Crescent lunge. Big inhale in. Exhale, hands come behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, look up. Exhale, folding forward. Humble the crescent, or a humble warrior variation, I suppose. Big breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. As you exhale, that right hand comes to the earth, the left hand goes up. Take the twist. So thinking about our side plank, maybe you're dropping that right knee, maybe you're not. Looking down at the right hand, on an inhale, left foot finds its way back, taking your variation of side plank. Wherever you're at, lift the hips. Lift, lift, lift. Big breath in. As you exhale, slowly sitting your sit bones down, rolling over the left, and adjusting yourself back on your mat. Planting the feet, knees are up to the sky, fingers are towards the glutes or out towards the sides. Inhale in, push into the hands and into the feet. Reverse tabletop. Exhale to stay. One more inhale. Exhale, come down. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, pushing into the feet, lifting the hips. Last one. Exhale to stay. Big breath in. Full breath out. Last one. Inhale, lift those hips. Exhale, sit bones come down to the mat. Good. Wrapping your arms around your knees. Taking an inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale to stay. Next inhale, you can roll over your left hip or push over your knees. Planting the hands. We're gonna go ahead and find a quick child's pose. Knees go wide, hips go back towards the heels. Stretch the arms out long. Taking this moment to come back to your breath if you've lost it. So find that connection. Inhaling in, the belly dropping towards the earth. Exhaling out. the belly button pulling towards the spine. All right, on your next inhale, gently pushing into your hands, lifting your hips up. Planting the hands, tuck the toes. Inhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Full breath in and a full breath out. We're gonna go through that again a little bit faster. Inhale, sweep the right leg up and back. Exhale, right foot plants between the hands, set up for warrior two. Inhale, windmill the arms up, warrior two. Beautiful, exhale to stay. Big breath in. As you exhale, bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Open the chest up, big inhale. As you exhale, folding at the waist, taking a crazy little humble warrior two, you're folding into the inside of that right knee. One more round of breath in. One more out. Inhaling, lifting yourself up, release the hands, straighten that right leg. Right hand goes up and back, sky archer. Good, big breath in, full breath out. Inhaling, bending the right knee, right arm comes down to the right leg, left arm goes up and overhead, extended side angle. Option to take the bind here. So maybe you take your right or your left arm behind your back, right arm underneath the leg, and find the bind. Maybe you're like, heck no, it's totally up to you. Good. If you have the bind, releasing it. Next inhale, start to shift your weight towards the earth, coming into crescent lunge on the right side, ball of the left toes. Big breath in, full breath out. Inhale, tilting forward, 45 degrees, thunderbolt. One more inhale. As you exhale, left hand goes down, right hand goes up, take the twist. Good, inhale in. Exhale, frame that right foot. Push into your hands. Inhale, step the right foot back to meet the left, plank. Another big breath in. As you exhale, coming all the way to the earth. Two locusts this time. Your choice, hands at sides or behind your back. Inhaling, lifting the chest, lifting the feet. Exhaling, coming back down. Last one, inhale, lift, 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 lift. Exhale, come back down. Hands coming under the shoulders, tucking the toes. We're gonna inhale, lift up through push-up. Exhale, downward facing dog. One round of breath. Inhaling, lifting the right leg. Exhaling, it steps between the hands. Take a moment to lengthen your spine. And then inhale, kick off of the left leg, left foot goes up, standing splits. Good, playing with the balance if you'd like. Next, inhale, slight bend in the right knee, stand all the way up, finding your tree. If you weeble wobble, that's okay. One round of breath here. Then finding our eagle arms. You can tease the arms out to your sides. Hands come forward, right arm under left, either giving yourself a hug or full eagle bind. Big breath in, full breath out. Keeping the bind, take your left foot off of your right leg, pillar. And on your next exhale, stepping the left foot back, crescent lunge with the bind. Big inhale in. As you exhale, release the bind. Hands come behind the back. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, humble crescent. One round of breath here. On your next inhale, left hand comes down to the floor, right hand goes up, take the twist. Big breath in. As you exhale, look down at that left hand, setting up for side plank. On your inhale, however you're getting there, right foot goes back. Side plank with both knees up or both knees down. Big breath in. As you exhale, hips come down towards the earth, rolling over the left hip, adjusting yourself back on your mat, setting up for a peak pose, which is reverse plank. Go ahead and extend the legs out long, hands as they were before behind the hips. We're gonna take an inhale, push into the hands, push into the heels till the toes come to the earth, lift the hips up. Reverse plank. Big breath in, lift the hips. As you exhale, come all the way down. One more time. On your next inhale, pushing into your hands, into your heels. Those toes come down, hips go up. Reverse plank. One more inhale. As you exhale, come all the way down. Good. Rolling over the left hip. Hands coming to the back of the mat. Feet go back, hips go up. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Last side. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale, it steps between the hands. Drop the right heel down. Inhaling, windmill the arms up. Warrior two. Beautiful, good. Big breath in. As you exhale, take the bind behind your back. Inhale, drop the hands down, chest goes up. As you exhale, humble towards that left hip, left knee. Feels wonky. You've got it, it's just a little balance. Big breath in. As you exhale, stand on up. Inhale, straighten the left leg, left arm goes up and back, sky archer. Good, inhale, reach back. Exhale, start to bend the left knee, left arm goes down, right arm up and overhead, extended side angle. Again, option to take the bind by taking that right hand behind the back, left arm under the leg, maybe the hands meet. Good. One more inhale. If you have the bind, release it. As you exhale, twisting your weight towards the floor, coming onto the ball of the right foot. Hands go up, crescent lunge. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhaling, tilting forward a 45-degree angle. Exhale, stay in Thunderbolt. One more inhale. Exhale, right hand goes down, left hand goes up, take the twist. Big breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. As you exhale, frame the left foot. Inhale, step the left foot back to meet the right plank. Another big inhale. As you exhale, come all the way down. Last locust. Your choice, hands at the sides or take the bind. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the feet, toes point back, heart points forward, big breath in. Exhale, come all the way down. All right, last one. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the feet. Exhale, come all the way down. Good job. Hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes. Inhale, going through plank, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. One round of breath. Inhaling, lift the left leg high. Exhaling, it steps between the hands. Take a moment to lengthen the spine. And then inhale, kick off of that right foot. Standing splits on the left side. Big breath in, full breath out. Slight bend in the left knee. As you inhale, stand all the way up, finding your tree. Hands coming to heart center or up overhead. Go ahead and extend the arms out to a T. Hands will come forward. Left arm underneath right, taking the bind. Big breath in, lift the elbows. Exhale to stay. Next inhale, lifting that right foot off of the left leg. The knee comes forward for pillar. And on your exhale, stepping back, crescent lunge with the bind. Big breath in, lift the elbows. Exhale, release the hands down, bind in the back. Inhaling, lifting the chest. Exhaling, folding forward, take the humble fold. One round of breath here. Your next inhale, the right hand plants, left hand goes up to the sky, take the twist. Looking down at your right hand, last side plank. On your inhale, step the left foot back to meet the right. Lift the hips up, up, up. One more breath, you've got this. As you exhale, the hips come down to the earth. Turning to the left, adjusting yourself back on your mat. Last reverse plank. Stretching the legs out long, hands coming behind the hips. 2 more. On your inhale, push into your hands, push into your heels, lift up. Exhale to stay. 1 more big inhale. Exhale, hips come down. All right, this is your last one. When you're ready, on your inhale, lift up. 1 more round of breath. Exhale, come all the way down. Good job. Go ahead and sit up straight. We're gonna bring our feet together in front of us, bending our knees for Baddha Konasana. Good. So you might have to adjust yourself on your sit bones a little bit here. I like to pull the skin back, helps with your forward fold. Gonna leave this up to you. The closer your heels are towards your torso, the more intense this is gonna be on your groin. The farther away they are, the more you might feel a stretch in the lower back. So grabbing onto the ankles, take a deep breath in, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, folding forward. Good. Trying to bring some rhythm back to your breath if you've lost it. Slowing the exhales down. You can slow the inhales down. On your next inhale, gently setting yourself back up. We're going to extend the legs out long now. So legs go long. You can pedal your knees a little bit. Sometimes I like to do that before I go into Paschimottanasana. Just kind of helps get all the gunk out of your legs, I guess. Toes point up to the sky. Take a big inhale and reach the hands up, get long. As you exhale, start to fold forward, reaching towards those toes. If your hands come to your ankles or your shins, that is beautiful. If they come all the way to your feet, that is also beautiful. Sometimes I like to inhale and lift myself up a little bit to lengthen my spine, and then exhale, fold at the waist again. Again, coming into your breath, into your body. Next, inhale, gently walking the hands up the legs. And as you exhale, we're just gonna make our way down to our back. So however you wanna get there, maybe you bend your knees and just roll on back. Gonna go ahead and bring the shoulders underneath the body. I'm gonna just take a moment to do legs up the wall without the wall. So if you have a block and you wanna put that under your hips, you're more than welcome to here. Not necessary. All we're gonna do on an inhale is kick both legs up to the sky. And as you exhale, just stay here. Like your feet are stepping on the ceiling. This is a nice restorative pose. Helps engage parasympathetic nervous system. It's a good thing to do whenever you need to just come back down. Maybe take some time for yourself before you can give time to others. Another deep breath in. And as you exhale, if you'd like to find happy baby, bending the knees, and grabbing the outsides of the feet or the ankles. Maybe you rock from side to side a little bit. If there's any other pose you need to find today to round out your practice, you're more than welcome to take it. Eventually, we'll find our way down all the way to our backs. For final resting pose, Shavasana. Again, gently bringing the shoulders under the body, extending the left leg out long to the left side of your mat and right leg out long to the right side. Hands at your sides, just like we started. Option to close the eyes or soften the gaze. Releasing control over your breath and letting the thoughts come into your mind as they will. It's that give and take that lets you know you're alive. Let them come in and then let them go. Gently bringing some awareness back to your breath. Some movements back to the body. Rolling the fingers and the toes, the wrists and the ankles. Maybe opening the mouth to release the jaw. And your inhale, taking a full body stretch, extending the arms and the legs in opposite directions. And on the exhale, bringing the knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Rolling over your favorite side. Stopping for a second if you need, before gently pushing yourself up to find a comfortable seat. Once you're there, stacking the shoulders over the hips. I like to end each class with a breath together as a community. So on your next exhale, just exhale all of your air out. Take a deep breath in, fill up. Open your mouth, let it go. Hands together in prayer at heart center, the thumbs gently pressing into the heart. A slight bow of the head just as a symbol of gratitude for taking time for your practice. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me and allowing me to share my practice with you. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free. Namaste.